You're listening to the Power Agent Blogcast, empowering agents to elevate their business to the next level.
Challenges are just a guide, leading you, don't run and hide. You've got the heart, you've got the drive, feel it pound your life. Power Agent.
Welcome to the Power Agent Blogcast. June is here, and you know what that means. It's National Homeownership Month. Now, for real estate agents, this is a really fantastic opportunity, but you gotta have the right approach, especially on social media. We've been looking at some great ideas for actionable posts and strategies, all centered around posting with purpose this month. So today, we're gonna unpack those ideas. We'll get into why this approach is suggested and really how you can make it work.
It's such a key time. It's more than just ticking a box on the calendar. It's a chance to connect with your audience, show your value beyond just the sale, and spark real conversations about what home actually means to people. Just tossing out generic posts won't cut it anymore. That's where this posting with purpose idea really comes in, being intentional, building relationships, showing expertise, not just chasing the next lead.
Okay, let's get into it then. The strategies break things down week by week for June. Week 1, it says, should be all about celebrating the feeling of homeownership. So not stats or listings, but that emotional side. The pride, the freedom, that joy of having your own place. They mention everything from living out those HGTV dreams to just being thankful you don't share walls anymore.
That's a great starting point because it taps right into the core emotion, the why behind wanting a home. And the strategies suggested for agents here are really smart, focusing on making it personal. It's not just post about feelings. It's suggesting agents share, maybe, a memory of their own first home purchase, or maybe reflect on why helping clients achieve that dream is so meaningful to them personally. It makes the agent more human, relatable.
So it's not just empty phrases. It's about showing you have skin in the game emotionally, too.
Precisely. And they pair that personal story with a clear call for engagement. Ending the post with an open-ended question is really key. Asking things like, what do you love most about your home? Or what was that first moment you felt, wow, I own this place? These aren't just rhetorical. They're meant to start conversations, get people sharing in the comments, build a little community feel. The source even floats the idea of a short video or maybe a reel, perhaps with a quick montage of happy clients with their okay, of course, adds that visual pop. The main point here is that personalization and these direct, relatable questions, they really drive genuine interaction much better than just broadcasting info ever could.
That makes total sense, shifting from just talking at people to talking with them.
Exactly, inviting them into a shared experience. Okay, so then moving into the second week, the focus shifts a bit. Still about home, but more about the ongoing process of making it your home through, well, care and maintenance, what the source calls TLC. The suggested post idea here is a simple challenge for the audience. Pick just one small thing to refresh around the house that week.
Just one small thing, like what sort of things?
Oh, very down-to-earth examples. Maybe finally power washing the patio, or tackling that one messy closet we all have, or swapping out old light bulbs for LEDs, or even just hanging that picture that's been leaning against the wall for 6 months. It acknowledges homeownership involves upkeep, but frames it as manageable, satisfying little wins.
And how does the agent get involved? Are they just giving out homework assignments?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
This is where the strategy gets clever. The agent models the behavior. They're encouraged to post a picture or maybe a quick video of their own little refresh task. This is great because it shows authenticity. It's, hey, I'm a homeowner too, and yes, my garage also gets cluttered. It makes the agent real.
That's smart. Leading by example, basically.
You got it. And they add a clear value piece. A key suggestion is offering a freebie, maybe something like a summer homeowner checklist. Make it downloadable, or just share it if someone comments asking for it. It's a tangible resource that helps with those exact TLC tasks. It positions the agent not just as the person who sold the house, but as an ongoing, helpful resource for actually living in and maintaining the home. Using stories for some behind the scenes on their own project adds that extra touch of realness too. The takeaway is, providing practical, free value shows you care about their long-term success in the home, way beyond the closing date.
Okay, so week 1, the feeling, week 2, the function and care. Week 3, now this one seems interesting. It gets into home value and equity, and it highlights something important. A lot of homeowners don't really know what their home is worth right now. They're often surprised, usually in a good way, when they find out.
Yes, and this brings up a crucial question for agents. How do you effectively talk about home equity, not just market value, but equity in a way that's valuable but doesn't feel like a hard sell? The approach suggested is pretty direct. Offer a free custom CMA, a comparative market analysis, or maybe an equity report.
And a CMA, just for anyone listening, that's basically a report looking at recent comparable sales nearby to estimate your home's current value.
Exactly. It's what agents use for pricing, but it's super valuable for homeowners just to understand their asset. Framing it as a free checkup on their biggest investment. That provides clear value right there, no strings attached. The strategy then advises agents to engage publicly with comments on that post. Even just a quick sent you a DM or liking the comment shows responsiveness. And then later in the week, maybe share a quick win example, keeping it anonymous, of course.
Yeah.
Something like, helped a client buy 2 years ago and their home value is already up over $40,000. Just illustrating the potential equity people might be sitting on.
Wow, yeah, that makes the abstract idea of equity really concrete. Shows the potential ROI.
It absolutely does. It shifts the focus from here's what your neighbor sold for to here's the value you might have built. The insight here is that demystifying home value and equity is a huge service. It builds trust and positions the agent almost like a financial advisor for their biggest asset. It can uncover opportunities homeowners didn't even realize they had.
Okay, so week 3 reveals that hidden financial value. What about the final week, week 4?
Week 4 brings it back to the emotional side, but broadens the lens quite a bit. The message is about celebrating all kinds of homeowners. It's very inclusive, thinking about first-time buyers, families needing more space, downsizers finding that perfect smaller spot, really anyone who owns a home. And the core idea reinforced here is that homeownership isn't just a financial investment, which week 3 covered, but it's also fundamentally
A heart investment. How are they defining that here?
it's about the life that happens inside those walls. You know, the memories made. Laughter in the kitchen, those pencil marks on the doorframe tracking kids' heights. Just that feeling of coming home. It's the life lived there. And the message also specifically reaches out to those still dreaming of owning, offering encouragement and positioning the agent as someone who can help with that journey too.
That feels like a really powerful, emotional message. How do they suggest agents actually convey that online?
This strategy leans heavily on social proof and community building. Kind of like week 1, but maybe broader. They suggest using things like a photo collage or maybe an Instagram carousel post showing pictures from past client journeys, always with permission. That's critical. You could even tag some happy past clients and invite them right there in the caption to share a favorite memory they've made in their home.
Oh, that's neat. It turns the comment section into a sort of collective celebration of homeownership.
Exactly. It showcases real people, real homes, real memories. That's incredibly powerful social proof. It shows the agent's impact goes beyond the closing table. It's about helping people build their lives. And the gentle call to action for those still dreaming fits naturally here, inviting them into the conversation, positioning the agent as the guide for when they're ready to start their hard investment journey. What's really interesting is how focusing deliberately on that lived emotional experience connects so much more deeply than purely transactional posts ever could. It's celebrating the why of owning a home.
Now, beyond these specific weekly themes, there are some general tips provided for making all this purposeful posting actually stick. It's not just about scheduling the posts and walking away.
Oh, absolutely not. Consistency and engagement are huge. The tips emphasize staying active, engaging with every comment, and like you get on these posts, it's not set it and forget it. It's about nurturing the conversation you started.
Right, you have to actually be present after hitting publish.
Crucial. The source also talks about using local hashtags. Seems basic, but using hashtags relevant to your specific neighborhood or niche helps ensure this purposeful content actually reaches the right local audience. Another suggestion is cross-posting. Adapting the content slightly for different platforms, maybe your email list, maybe even LinkedIn, extends the reach beyond just one social feed.
And then there's the big one, consistency.
Yep. It acknowledges you might not go viral overnight. Engagement might even be slow at first, but it really stresses that consistency is everything. Showing up week after week, month after month, that's what builds trust over the long haul. It shows you're reliable, you're consistently providing value, and you're committed to connecting with your community. It's definitely a long game.
It sounds like posting with purpose is as much about the follow-through as it is about crafting the initial message.
That's a perfect way to put it. It requires that diligent follow-through, responding, being consistent, showing up across different channels. The material even suggests amplifying the online stuff with some offline touches.
Oh, interesting. Like connecting in the real world, too.
Exactly. Pairing your social media campaign with things like maybe hosting a small client appreciation get-together in June, or even just simple things like dropping off small gifts or handwritten notes to past clients. These tangible actions reinforce that connection, show ongoing appreciation for their journey, and create real-world moments that can even circle back and become content for future posts. It's about making online and offline efforts work together.
This has been really insightful. It shows how National Homeownership Month, seen this way, becomes a structured, really intentional opportunity for agents. It's a chance to go beyond just listings and sales and focus on the deeper meaning of homeownership, connecting with people personally, and providing real value through social media.
And if we think about homeownership as this mix of significant financial value and these deeply personal memories, this whole hard investment idea, it does raise a final thought for agents to consider. If the home holds so much meaning long after the ink is dry on the deed, how can agents evolve their service, maybe their relationship with clients, to keep supporting and celebrating that ongoing journey, that connection to their home, for years, maybe even decades to come? That's something worth mulling over.